Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post these up to social media. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other therapist for that matter. Boom shakalaka done. I'd like to thank my sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. They're an online therapy company. They are international and they have wonderfully affordable packages. I've gotten good feedback from people using them. They like their therapist. They are helping. So thank you. BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. Okie dokie smoky. Let us dive into the question for today. Okay, where can we go to practice non-compliance with manipulators' requests and learn life skills? Well, unfortunately, learning life skills and practicing is going to be on your own for the most part. So basically, looking in the mirror. Hi, good to see you. Have a great day. You know what? It's okay to say no. You have the right to say no. And by the way, no is a complete sentence. You don't need to explain it. And then walk out. So you're going to be doing a lot of mirror work, giving yourself permission. But here's the other thing. Non-compliance with an abuser's manipulation. So if they are manipulating you and you have to say no, there's going to be blowback. Just be aware of that. Abusers do not like the word no. They do not like non-compliance. So if you are needing to work on skills like how to say no, you're going to have to practice in the mirror and realize that if it's to the point where you say no to the abuser and the abuser is going to abuse you more, punish you for saying no, it's time to leave. It's time to go bye-bye, time to get out. So practicing life skills. So life skills would be boundaries, okay? So that would be working on the codependency part of it. So you want to get either Facing Codependence by Pia Mellody, or you want to get, excuse me, The Disease to Please by Harriet Breaker, or Codependent No More, Beyond Codependent No More, both by Melanie Beattie. So any of those books, and you want to start working on it. As far as other life skills, recognizing your own worth, drawing boundaries, etc., 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 The Self-Esteem Workbook by Glenn Schiraldi. Start working on it. Now, realize if you are still in a relationship with an abusive partner or an abusive parent or whatever, they're going to do whatever they can to stop you from getting healthy, essentially. Excuse me. They will find whatever, books you're working on and accidentally lose them, on purpose lose them, question you about them. What is this about? And why are you reading? You don't need that, that type of thing. So basically, if you're working on yourself, you want to make it so that whatever you are working on is hidden from them, that they don't have access to it, really. And that they don't know what you're doing. It's none of their business. So I think that is the biggest thing, is that we don't have a safe place to practice saying no. So you're going to have to do it with yourself in the mirror, or while you're taking a shower, or on a walk, or when you're driving, or whatever. And I would start doing a safety plan, like how to get out kind of thing. If it's to the point where you don't have a safe place to practice life skills, it's time to start looking at maybe getting out. Now, I'm assuming this is coming from an adult. If it's coming from a kid, boy, that's a whole other topic, and I don't work with children. But what I do know is that and I've done a video on this before, that there is emancipation in some states. In some states, they don't honor it. They don't look at it. In other states, they do. So you want to look up the state laws as to emancipation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Also, if there is abuse going on, you can always contact a trusted adult. You can always contact DCS yourself. That's the thing. So, I've seen abusers abuse their kids on up to age 18. Like they try all the way through. And then finally, when the kid is old enough, they stop because, they have no power legally over them anymore. So life skills, like, learning how to balance a checkbook, I know people are like, what's a checkbook? But learning how to balance your bank account, or learning how to pay insurance, or what to do, or, things like that. It's really those are things that are usually taught to us through our family. But if they don't, then you're going to have to start looking for classes like that. Now, where can you find classes in life skills? So in Arizona, we've got all sorts of available services. So we've got like the libraries often offer budgeting classes. They often offer, the how-tos. AAA will offer how to change a tire sometimes. I've seen that. It's you just look for the services or look for the skills that you need and then go seek out who teaches them basically, and usually they're free or low cost. So there's Parks and Recreation Department, there's state. You can go to the state and ask them, okay, I need life skills, I don't have any, who does that, who can I talk to, kind of thing. So look for organizations, look for charitable organizations that will help with that kind of thing. But you're still going to have to do the work. That's the thing that sucks. So learning how to say no to an abuser is hugely important. However, also learning to know when it's resistance is futile, as the Borg used to like to say, and the abuser is going to harm you because you've said no. Well, in that case, you're going to have to out manipulate the abuser, make them think you're complying, and then figure out how to get out. That's the thing of that. I hope that answered the question. Let me go back. Where can we go to practice non-compliance with manipulation requests and to learn life skills? So really, the non-compliance, you're just going to have to practice yourself. No is a huge word. No is your friend, and it should be used often, wisely, and well. They're not going to like it. They never do. They never do, because they're manipulative. And they don't like boundaries, and they don't like the word no. Where can you go to practice life skills? Like I said, look at the libraries, look at state agencies, look at possible classes that they may offer in life skills. I know that they've got those classes out there. In Arizona, we have the Fresh Start Women's Resource Center, and they have a ton of things, of classes in-house, how to do a resume, how to budget, how to do a job interview, all of that type of thing. So you can look at places like that. So that would be where I would start. And you've got to do your own work. So work the workbooks, work the self-esteem workbook, realize your value and your worth. Start discerning when you can and safely stand up to an abuser and when you can't safely stand up to an abuser. And if it's to the point where you cannot safely stand up to an abuser, it's time to look at a safety plan to get the HE double toothpicks out of there. Okay? Seriously. Because it's not safe if you can't say no. So there is that. So along with those, life skills are things that our parents should have taught us, but a lot of abusive parents don't. And they do it intentionally to try to keep the kid infantilized. So if you feel you're being infantilized, or you're an adult and you feel like you've been infantilized and you need to know all of these skills, start asking charitable organizations. Catholic Charities has budgeting. I know they do. Catholic Charities also has low-cost counseling, which is awesome. So, look at the different agencies, look at the different charities, look at churches, look at, whatever. Go see if they have life skill building classes. A lot of them do. So think outside the box. That's the big thing. It's like, think outside the box, look at the state, look at local, look at the library, look at churches, that type of thing. But then you keep practicing. I have the right to say no. You say that to yourself when you look in the mirror. You know what? Hi, good to see you. Have a great day. I have the right to say no. And I don't have to explain it. And that's the big part. When you say no, you don't need to explain it. But boy, howdy, abusers love to make their target of abuse feel like they have to. Well, why? Why are you saying no? Because I say no. No is a complete sentence. Seriously, no is a complete sentence. I don't need an explanation. After the word no comes out of your mouth, it is a complete sentence. So anyway, there is that. I hope that answered the question. On Sunday, we will be talking about loneliness, and we're going to be talking about why it's so dangerous when we first leave an abusive relationship, whether that is a familial relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, co-working, boss, whatever, and how to combat the loneliness. So we're going to talk more about that and what is that all about. So that is what we were going to talk about. So everybody take super good care of yourselves, drink plenty of water, be kind to yourselves, and I will talk to you on Sunday. Bye.